you fight your old self with your new self. Why? You don't want to change, you want to stay stuck. This is why spiritual awakening is so painful. I understand it, I truly understand it. You feel like you don't know who you are anymore. Hello and welcome back. My name is Elizabeth and I'm with Sovo Chronicles channel, and today's topic will be why spiritual awakening is so painful. Spiritual awakening is not peaceful at all. No one is warning you, and no one is telling you this, because each person is different. It's painful, but it's different. So why spiritual awakening is so painful? I'm sure that you listen videos from other coaches, other manifestation coaches, or short video, and they're not explaining everything. You know only 2 or 3 parts, but there are a lot more why spiritual awakening is very painful. Spiritual awakening is painful because it's your identity collapse. Because you used to be someone that you've been people pleaser, you hung out more with your friends, and you've been active with things that sometimes you didn't want to do, and your identity, your old self is collapsing and is dying, and your new self is trying to come up. The new self is born. Your old self collapses and you lose parts of your identity that actually your old self is not you. Your old self is based and built by beliefs and habits and thoughts from your environment, from your mother, from your father, from school, from your friends, from TV, from politics, from church, from everywhere and everything. So your identity collapses and you are losing a part, you are losing your old self, that actually that self it was not yours to begin with. It was not you. You identity collapse is the old self that is not yours, but you live with that old self for so long and so many years because you built and you decide that it was truly yourself, but it was not yourself. It was based on the opinions, on the thoughts, of the reality and the people that told you those beliefs. So you believe that if you were a girl, you must marry, have a family, and so on. You believe that, and you had to find a husband to start a family. Or you are a boy, and in some countries you have to get married before a certain age, because after you will not find a woman. Or you need to dress up like this, or you need to behave like this because the church says so, or your father and mother say so. Your identity collapses, but it was not your yours, truly yours, are your identity that collapsed. It was an old self and old beliefs that it was not coming from you. So the new self that you are creating now with the spiritual awakening is the new you. It's like you reborn again, but the thoughts, habits, behavior is on you, only you. Another part why spiritual awakening is so painful is loss of the illusion. What do you mean? You stop living in comfort of the old self. You used to do certain things in one way, in some ways, and you keep it, and you felt okay, you felt calm, but it wasn't yours. It wasn't comfort. It was comfort to keep you stuck, not to move forward. It was comfort to make you believe that you have to settle for less of what you're dreaming of. That comfort is so stuck inside of you, in the emotions, that you feel pain that you're losing that part of you. Another part of the spiritual awakening that is painfully is that the emotional blockages and the wounds that is surfacing, it feels isolating, because emotions that you drowned down and you left them unsolved, you never talk about it. Somebody hurt you and you didn't tell them, or your father, mother, sibling says something to you that it was so bad that it hurt you, but you didn't have a conversation about it, and you kept it inside it and you bury it. But now with the spiritual awakening, it's surfacing up, and all of those you say unsaid will come up, and you will feel so much pain. You will feel so much pain, and you will cry, and you will be sad for days. I know, because I lived it. Another part of the spiritual awakening that is so painful is that the ego resistance. You fight the change. You are fighting your old self with your new self. You need to decide that your new self is the self that is gonna take you where you want. Your old self is based and built on lies by other people, and you are fighting over that because your ego, that created by the people that put you the thoughts, the ideas, what you need to do, what you have to do, because it is the right thing, and you built yourself on that lies. You fight your old self with your new self. Why? You don't want to change. You want to stay stuck. This is why spiritual awakening is so painful. I understand it. I truly understand it. You feel like you don't know who you are anymore. I know, I lived it. But now, from this point of view that I'm awakened, I see that I was foolish to fight the change, because the change is something good, is never bad. Sorry. Another part is loneliness, disconnection. You isolate yourself from everything that you knew, and all the people that you surrounded yourself with, you isolate yourself, and because you outgrew people. Some spirits, they don't want me to finish this video, that's why they stuck here. This is energy. This is energy for not to help you. This is a bad energy that they don't want me to speak about it. And it's very, very bad, because I want to say the truth, because I want to help as many people I can to achieve their dream life, because enough is enough. Because the rich people, they get richer, and the poor people, they stay stuck and be forever poor. Who wants to be poor? Even the poor people have dreams, but society, reality, old selves, old beliefs, they keep them stuck. Clear or entities and attachments that are coming in my energy field from my family, friends, strangers, and from viewers, that they want the part of this video, of this lecture, of this note. You see, it's gone. Let's continue. Why spiritual awakening is so painful? Another part is that you have lack of control, because everything is happening so fast in the spiritual awakening that the universe is aligning everything perfectly in your road, and you don't need to plan ahead, because you know the universe knows exactly what it needs to be done for you to have your dream life. And you don't have control, you don't schedule nothing, you don't plan ahead what you need to be done. You lose that ability, and it feels like the uncertainty. But believe me, spiritual awakening, that an uncertain thought, it will vanish. It will vanish. Another part is the hyper awareness. It means that you become more conscious of your thoughts and other people. You see patterns and habits that a conscious person will think that this is not a way for someone to live or to believe, and you are more aware and more conscious on your living, and you have the ability to choose where you want to go, what to say, what to believe, which restaurant you're gonna eat, and everything is aligned perfectly, but you feel painful because you are losing that cell of you that you went without thinking and without knowing, and sometimes the experience was bad, and that self needs to go. That's why it feels painful, because you are attached to that person who didn't decide the correct ways, and you're feeling painful for this. It doesn't make sense now, because I'm awakened. For you that you are not awakened, if you are not awakened, you will feel like that what I'm saying is silly. But believe me, when you will be in my position, when you are truly awakened, you will see that having all these emotions, it was a waste of time. Another part of the spiritual awakening that is painful is because you have to face parts of yourself you don't like it, or you didn't want to admit that there was there. Yourself, your old self is brings in front all the emotions, some parts of you that you try to hide so well, but now it's in front of you and you have to comfort, and you need to fight those feelings, but while you're trying to hide them, but you can't anymore because your awakening doesn't let you bury them anymore. You need to let them go, so the new self doesn't carry them with you anymore, because you are reborn into a new person. If you are continuously fight for this, it means that you don't want truly to awaken. Why you want to keep parts of yourself? Everything needs to be let out. You need to do it now. It's like in our religion, I'm Christian. In my religion, they say that Saint Peter is the key gate of heaven, and you need. He asks you all your experience and what you did and what you were afraid of, what you did, and it was bad. It's like this. It's like this. Your hell is that before the awakening, hell doesn't exist. Hell is metaphorical to the person of your old self, the beliefs, the habits, the opinions that you embody them like they were yours, but it was not yours. Heaven is the awakening. Everything will come out and you feel so pain. You feel the pain on your body, and you don't want to face it, but you will face it. You need to face it because you are building a new you. Think about it. Sit down and think about it. How many of the opinions, how many habits you have, how many thoughts you have are actually yours? Search deep inside of you and you will see that most of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, because most of them are not yours, are not your opinions, are not the way you act, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, are not yours. There was somebody else's and they implanted it in your mind. Another part why spiritual awakening is so painful is that delayed clarity. What it means. You are in the breakdown phase on your spiritual awakening and you don't see the end, that you will awaken into a new person, you will rebirth into a new person. You are in so much pain why this is happening to you and why and how to stop it, but there is no way to stop it now, especially if you are in some certain phases, and it will take a lot of battle inside of you and uncertainty inside of you on how to make these feelings go away and stop being so painful. The clarity is so blurry and you don't see the end. You are focusing on why it's happening now. Why this is happening now to you, and why why you don't understand it, this, what is happening, and why. In order for you to have a spiritual awakening, is yes, it's painful and traumatic, but think at the end, think of yourself being happy and having the dream life. Think of yourself having everything that you dreamed of. Manifestation is so close, so close. Spiritual awakening is not peaceful at all, at all. It's the most painful experience you will ever go through. The most painful experience, because there is so many parts of you dying. You are dying. Your ego, your old self, your opinion, your thoughts, the way you dress, everything must die. Spiritual awakening is for you to die. And I mean you, your old self. Rebirth into a new self, because your new self is the key, is the alignment, is the vibrational correctly connected with the synchronicity. It's connected with the synchronicity, with the universe, and everything is collaborating. Everything is collaborating for you to have whatever you want. Spiritual awakening is painful, but at the end, see the end, you will be happy. You will have everything that you want. You will manifest instantly. People out there right now, they think they are spiritual awakened, but they are not. They are not. That's why they don't manifest. That's why they have blockages. That's why they feel drained. That's why they feel irritated. Because they didn't pass this part of the awakening that is very, very painful. In another video, I'm gonna touch it down to watch it. I'm explaining all the stages of the spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is happening in 3 phases, okay? In 3 phases. The first phase is divided in three phases. The second stage is divided by 6 phases, and the first stage is divided by 9 phases. So you have 369. 369 is the Tesla, is the 369 method of Tesla. 369 is everywhere. Spiritual awakening is painful, yes, but you will have everything that you want in the end. Alright, this is for today, and I hope I help you a little bit. If you have these emotions, it's okay, let them go, relax. The universe and your higher self are working together to align their energy with yours, so you must pass through this pain, okay? Pass through this pain, it's okay. You will live, you will not die. You don't have depression. It's the spiritual awakening happening inside of you. I hope I helped you a little bit, and I will see you in the next video. If you have a comment, please, or a question, please leave it a comment below and I will answer them. Thank you very much for coming. Namaste.